Hi guys.
Hey guys.
We are back with another Sci-Fi Friday review. This time we're reviewing Z Nation Season 2, Episode 12, titled Party with the Zeros. If you haven't seen that episode yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, you're going to want to skip this video and come back later because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. Wow, what a great opening sequence, first of all.
Yeah.
They're in Mexico, they're running away from the zombie horde, and they've kind of split up, and they have everything basically down to a science. But that doesn't stop them from getting cornered.
No, because eventually you run out of ammo.
Yeah. You run out of ammo, there's just too many Z's. But the best part was the Zeroes come to the rescue, and they're like rappelling downwards, like...
They rappel down the wall and they're shooting them.
Yeah, they're
awesome.
like facing down and shooting as they go down. I'm not. What is it? Is it still called rappelling if you're not, rappelling backwards? If you're rappelling face down?
I don't know.
I don't know what. It's got to have some kind of technical name for it. But the highlight of this episode for me was Lorena. Gina Gershon's performance as Lorena was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, I loved the whole Dia de los Muertes vibe to the whole episode. It was very awesome.
Yeah. The costumes, the masks,
the costumes,
the makeup was
masks.
great.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And in a twist that we kind of all saw coming from the very beginning, ever since we got Vasquez's backstory, yes, Scorpion is the Zero who murdered Vasquez's family.
Yep.
And when Vasquez tries to take his revenge, Roberta stops him. And they think that he was trying to go after Lorena, so Roberta is a hero now.
Yeah, and she was just more like, you can't kill him, we're way outnumbered, what are you thinking?
Yeah, and when she stopped Vasquez, she effectively saved all of their lives.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to stop Vasquez from resenting her at all.
Yeah, he's going to be really mad when they get out of this.
And just the way he was looking at her as they had him down on his knees getting ready to test the H1Z1 vaccine on him, he was looking at Roberta with just utter disgust.
Yeah. I hope that Roberta's able to give him his revenge kill so that things get patched up, but I have a feeling it's not going to happen yet.
Yeah. And what's interesting is that Vasquez and Roberta had a quasi-romantic kind of relationship, but it looks like that's totally blown up now.
Yeah.
The other highlight from this episode was the Z-Pit. Their kind of audition to join the Zeroes.
Yeah.
And this was a really cool idea, and it had a ton of potential as a scene. I really wish they had drawn that out a little longer, though.
Yeah, they had round one, 1Z in. And then round two, everybody, no lights, the grand finale all at once.
And it was over so fast. I really wanted that to be like an epic battle royale.
Yeah.
Maybe do 5 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds, increase the number of Z's, and then when they're all still standing, alright, kill the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it should have been longer too.
Felt a little too fast to me. I would have loved to see that be a little more epic because I was like, oh man, it's on. And I was like, oh, it's off.
It's already done.
But on the other hand, that shows how awesome our group is and how badass they actually are.
Which they had to have known because you don't survive this long in the zombie apocalypse and not be badass.
Yeah. And even Lorena says, you've come thousands and thousands of miles, obviously you're capable.
Yeah.
And they just had to prove it, and they totally did. And they get indoctrinated into the Zeroes. And in one of the lighter moments of the episode, and there really wasn't very many of them, we get Doc with the curlers in his beard.
That was hilarious. And then all through the rest of the show, his beard's curly and he's got... Yeah, it was just funny.
And this episode otherwise was very, very serious.
Yeah.
And we don't get a whole lot of 100% serious episodes in this show. Not that this episode wasn't 100% serious like we just said. But it
was mostly serious.
That was basically it.
Yeah.
And that's something that is contrary to the way the show usually goes.
Yeah.
I think the only other really, really serious episode we got this whole season was the White Light episode where Mac died.
Yeah.
And speaking of character deaths, it kind of does feel like we're due for one.
Yeah, it does, but I don't want to see anybody go.
I really like the entire cast right
Yeah.
now. I'm on the fence on Vasquez a little bit, but I really don't want to see him go.
Yeah.
But it really does kind of feel like one is coming, because for the first time that I can remember, we have a to be continued.
Yeah. I knew it was coming because it's like getting closer and closer to the end of the episode and nothing's resolved. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna drag it out.
I almost actually checked the guide to see if it was an extra long episode, maybe a 90-minute or a 2-hour episode.
Yeah.
But no, then it was like, to be continued. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then for the promo for next week, it looks like the vaccine is going to work. And Dr. Kirian's super surprised about it.
I actually have a theory on the vaccine. I think Murphy and the doctor are in cahoots, and the vaccine doesn't actually work. It just turns people into what happens when Murphy bites them. So he is just going to turn all of the Zeroes into his zombies, and then they'll be able to walk out with an army.
And that is definitely what it looks like, judging from the promo, because Murphy says he's building me an army. So that means Vasquez has been injected, so he's going to be one of Murphy's acolytes, maybe?
I'm hoping not, because I think that would ruin all the good or all the potential that Vasquez's character has. So I'm hoping that is a false injection, but I don't know how they're going to pull that off if it's not an actual injection. So we'll see.
Okay, I think that's pretty much it for this review. If we missed anything, if there's something you think we should have talked about that we didn't, let us know it down in the comments. Also, let us know if we got anything wrong. We would really appreciate that. And if you enjoyed this video, we certainly hope you did. Be sure to let us know by clicking that like button and subscribe for more reviews.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.